Welcome and welcome back to the Webby O'Neill channel. This is a Nottingham Forest versus Manchester United preview. As we all know, Eric tonight is going to have a big selection headache with this one due to injuries in defence and in attack. We want to know your team selection for this one and score predictions in the comments below. What's your overall thoughts going into this game?
Well, it's a must-win, simple as. 4 away games, 4 home games. Beating Forest should really help us because then we've got 4 home games. So we have to go for an all-out win. Can't see it being a big scoring game. We're not scoring lots of goals. That's been a problem for a long time now. But hey, have to win. And I'm going for a 1-0 win. And I want that because we got 4 home games. And if we make Old Trafford a fortress, then we should not worry about getting the top 4. But tomorrow, well, it's just a must-win. We cannot allow Nottingham Forest to put pressure on us because of the injuries we've got and the disappointment from Wednesday. We have to bounce back and bounce back big, put in a solid performance, and the players what come in have to be committed big time.
Yeah, no, totally agree with you. We need some confidence after this one. Going in there, let's get the win, especially going into next week's game away to Sevilla. For me, I've heard a lot on social media around Maguire and Lindelof starting in the centre of defence for this one. But for me, I think if Luke Shaw's fit, I think it's a no-brainer, him coming in on the left side of defence along with Harry Maguire.
Yeah.
I think out of the 3 defenders we've got available in Shaw, Maguire and Lindelof, I think he's more naturally suited to that side. He's more comfortable with the ball at his feet, passing out, also bringing the ball out. So if he is fit, I expect Eric tonight to put Luke Shaw on the left side as centre-half. I don't know what you think about that.
Well, what it is, I'm not sure myself what he's going to pick, but the good thing is he's got options there with the versatility of Luke Shaw being able to play centre-half, Malacia left-back. So if he does bring in Lindelof and Maguire, then Shaw will go full-back, but he can change it. So that's the good thing there. My worries is up top, the goal scoring threat, and we've got Martial there. Give him a chance, he'll put it in. And that's the good thing about Martial. I just worry about outside, on the left, on the right, who he's going to pick and scoring. Anthony needs to get them goals rolling again. Yeah. He had a good time scoring goals and that, but at the moment, they all seem to know what's coming. And with Forest being very defensive-minded against United, they'll put men behind the ball. I think he will struggle. So the wingers have it all to do, and they've got to start chipping in with the goals, as Bruno's got to as well. He's got to come up with it. And if Sabitzer's on there, if they play him up front, it just depends on what Ten Hag's formation is. Whoever plays behind and near them forwards has to chip in with the goals. We've seen Sabitzer do it the other night in that role forward. So if Bruno changes and he goes up there, then he has to do it. And if not, we need the goals. But I think it'll be tight. They will sit behind. And United, whoever comes in, has to step up. And we have to get over that disappointment from Thursday night. Big, big game as far as I'm concerned, because the 3 points are so vital to Man United's top 4 chances.
Yeah, big disappointment now. Obviously, Martinez out for the season. Varane out for around about 3 weeks. Rashford, hopefully he can get back in the next couple of weeks because them 3 are big, big players for Manchester United. And it is going to be, well, it's going to take a big effort from the rest of the players who are going to be selected now from now until the end of the season. But a good thing is, though, from my point of view, is in that middle, we have got options. We've got Casemiro, Bruno, Sabitzer, Fred, McTominay, and Eriksen who's come back. So in that area, we do look good. But in the wide areas and up top, to me, it's looking a little bit threadbare. And like you say, with Anthony, he's got to step up as well. I think he has been getting better as the weeks have been going by. Been unlucky, in my opinion, to be getting brought off.
Hit the post the other night.
Yeah, and I think he works well with Wan-Bissaka on that right-hand side. But on that left-hand side, you know, Elanga come on the other night. Did he get about half an hour? Did he cut?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Do you expect him to maybe start? Because for me, is Sancho doing it for 90 minutes when he's been getting selected over the last few weeks?
Sancho's had chance after chance after chance, and he doesn't seem to be producing it. He'll have 1 or 2 little moments throughout the game, but he's not producing it. That's the problem. He should have been chipping in with the goals, with the assists and everything, and it doesn't seem to be working. So Ten Hag might bring a surprise on us all by putting Elanga or just changing it completely. So, you know, difficult. I'm not sure how to work that forward lineup. But what it is, he might see something in training. He might see something in the eyes of certain players if say, right, you're having it. And really, players should be showing the willingness to want to play, to get in there. So with Sancho, I don't see you seeing that willingness to get in that box and produce and fight and take the tackles and just take on the men. Difficult situation up front. The rest, that'll sort itself out. There's players there what should be fighting for the place, players what are playing for the career, really. Because when the summer comes, there will be big changes. So Forest is going to be an interesting battle, and United have to break them down. And they will have a few moments. So let's just stay on the ball. Keep your eye, keep focused, and get that determination, and the energy has to be there for 90 minutes from everybody. We need it. We need a lift. So let's just get it sorted. And then we've got the 4 home games, and that really should cement our top 4 place.
Yeah, and that's what we've got a squad for as well.
Yes.
For situations like this, when we have got injuries, and I don't think there's anyone in that squad really when the end of the season comes who will be able to say, well, I didn't get my chance last season.
That's right.
I think everyone's really had a near enough a run of games, or at least had quite a lot of minutes, whether it's been in the league or cup competitions. And, on a side note, I have seen a lot on social media digging Harry Maguire out before a ball's even been kicked against Nottingham Forest. And, with the situation we've got now with injuries affecting the squad, I think we all need to be behind our players, especially Harry Maguire as the club captain. Erik ten Hag's not got a lot of availability at the moment in them positions in the back 4. So I believe personally we've got to get behind the Manchester United captain and all the players who do start against Forest and the remaining games of the season, because we've already, we've got a cup competition in the bag. We've had a good season up to now. We don't want to let it derail by just a few injuries, and we need to just get behind the players, give them that confidence, let them know the fans are all behind them, and just go for it.
Listen, I think that they're all up for it, and they will go for it. Yeah. But at the end of the day, football, it's a funny game and that, but we have to come. It's vital that we come away with a win. Draws, don't want the draw. This is Nottingham Forest in the relegation zone, and these players have to produce. If they don't produce, then there's big shouts from Erik ten Hag and from the fans as if to say, what's going on? They're all good enough. Forget the injuries. The players what are out there are good enough, experienced enough to do a job and do it well. So I'm expecting a good game, a tight game, because they will defend. So I'm going for a 1-0 win, That's how I see it. I'm happy with that. We're not scoring a lot of goals. The chances are being wasted. They're not being put in. So I'm going for a 1-0 win. How that team up top fits, then ten Hag, well, he's got a dilemma, but I think we'll have enough to do it.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, Nottingham Forest, I think they've only won 1 in 10 of the last 10 games, and there will be teams out there who can maybe smell blood at Manchester United at the moment with a lot of injuries to key players. So that's why it's vital and important for these players that they do, well, Erik ten Hag does select in the starting 11 to step up and perform, and let's see how they go from now until the end of the season.
Well, one quick mention on Forest there. Their running is horrendous. Horrendous. So a win for them on Sunday is vital. And if they don't win, if I was a Forest fan, I'd need us to win, because if they don't win, then their certainty to go down. Their running is horrendous. So do expect a battle.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm expecting. So let's hope we come away with the 3 points. They're the most vital 3 points for a long time.
Yeah. Big confidence booster if we get them going into next week as well, away to Sevilla.
Yeah,
I just thought I'd do a brief overview. I think we'll finish it up there.
Yep.
Get your team selections in for this one. Obviously, there's a bit of an headache there in the defence and in attack on the wide areas. Up top, we're going with Martial. Let us know who you think. Score predictions as well. I'm going 2-0. You're going 1-0.
Yeah.
Let us know yours.
Yeah.
Smash that like button. Subscribe as well if you've not already done so. And press that notification, because we will be back straight after the game with 3 points. Come on, United.